Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, you are absolutely welcome. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the topic how to raise your standards as a feminine woman. Now, when we're talking about raising your standards as a feminine woman, keep in mind that we are not talking about some egoistic boost of self, you having to look down on others or something like that. Rather, we're talking about creating a system that will allow you to thrive and at the end of the day just be the best version of yourself. At the end of the day, we just want you I just want you to be functioning at your highest potential. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So step one is to raise your standards for yourself. So what does this look like? This looks like raising the bar for yourself with the understanding that you cannot go about asking more from somebody or other people when you have not done that for yourself first. So whether that may be like finally launching that business idea that you've been talking about for a long time, whether that be going for that high paying job that would enable you to live a more comfortable life or finally get that car that you want, or whether that simply be getting healthier, working out more, or reading more books. It can take various shapes and forms, but the important thing here is to challenge yourself to do better because you know you definitely can do better. The second step is to find your purpose. Finding your purpose just has that ability to give you an understanding of the fact that there is more to life. And when you have that understanding, you get to function in that calling. You get to discover things about yourself that you didn't even know about. You get to start being curious about other things that you had no idea you had interest in. When you find your calling, you have an understanding that life is simply bigger than you. You have an understanding that there is more to be done, that there is a place in which you can fit, and you find yourself just most times not necessarily worrying, but let's just say working on serving other people, because remember that understanding that you now have that, well, life is simply bigger than you, so you basically end up functioning outside yourself. The third step is to be able and to be capable, or to rephrase, to have self-sufficiency. Now, I'm not saying you should go about being Miss Independent, big boss lady, I can do all bed by myself, that type of thing. But if that's the kind of life you want, or that's the path you see yourself going, good for you. Do you. But I am just saying, you have that ability to be to meet your responsibilities, to pay your bills, and to do all that in a timely manner. Don't be somebody who is just constantly leaning on others, asking for somebody to pay for a meal, or when you go out you're asking somebody if you can take extra to have for dinner tomorrow, that type of thing. But be somebody who is self-sufficient, not in the sense of functioning like an island, but be sufficient yourself, be whole for yourself, be able to provide for yourself such that you're able to meet your bills in a timely manner, such that you're able to live comfortably, such that you are independent, especially when it comes to emotionally and financially. And the fourth step is not to be impressed by irrelevant bare minimums. So in as much as it is nice to receive nice things from people, in as much as it is beautiful when somebody brings you gifts from time to time, these things are not an end to themselves. They don't really point to the character of a person. They don't really shed that light on who a person is. Instead, when somebody does all these things for you, it's okay. Be appreciative, be grateful, but dig deeper. Look into who they are. Ask more. Who are they as a person? Do they love themselves? What are their values? Do they have a vision for their life? Do they understand their purpose? Do they lead disciplined lives? What is their take on topics that matter to you? Those type of things. Dig deeper. Dare to dig deeper when it comes to people. Do not be impressed by all these shiny things. After all, they do say all that glitters is not gold, and that is certainly true. So do not be impressed by irrelevant bare minimums. And scripture tells us that by their fruit you shall know them. Look for the fruit. Okay? The fifth and last step is to be secure in the knowledge of who you are. Stand firm and flat footed, secure in the knowledge of who you are. So understand this one thing, that in all your fineness, in all your beauty, in all your hotness, in all your gorgeousness, not everybody is going to accept you. Not everybody is going to place the same value you put on yourself. But you should never let that deter you. Not everybody is going to think that you are all that. Somebody is going to think that, oh, these standards are too high. But be okay with that. Be okay with all of that. Understand that you are just not everybody's cup of tea. You know what happens, like what we do when we go out shopping, right? What we do with products. We see a product, we look at it, and then we put it back on the shelf. We may put it back on the shelf because, well, it's not to our liking. We may put it back on the shelf because, well, maybe we cannot afford it. But us putting the product back on the shelf is not a review. It's not a review in itself, right? Same as you. Be okay with being put back on the shelf. Somebody putting you back on the shelf is not a review in itself. Tastes differ and incomes differ. And you should understand that. When somebody puts you back on the shelf, somebody who has those tastes, somebody who has the right bank account will come right along and will pick you up. Okay? So this is all I had for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, leave a comment, and share. My name is Carol, and until we meet in the next video, bye.